NBC has embarked on a new venture with DC Entertainment to debut a live-action comedy series based in the DC Universe called Powerless. The show has undergone some fine-tuning behind the scenes, which has left us with a group of characters working for Wayne Security in a new fictional DC location called Charm City. Let's take a look at the cast. Our lead character is Emily Locke, played by Vanessa Hudgens. Emily is the new Director of Research and Development at Wayne Security. She comes from what she calls a flyover state, which means superheroes would fly over her home on their way to save lives in the big city. Emily comes to Charm City bright-eyed, energetic, and ready to make a difference. Alan Tudyk is Van Wayne, the head of Wayne Security and the cousin of Bruce Wayne. Van is the black sheep of the Wayne family and is only concerned with getting a bigger gig for himself. Teddy is the chief design officer at Wayne Security and is played by Danny Pudi. He's seen numerous directors come and go in his time with Wayne Security. He's tired of his team coming up with new inventions only for them to be shot down for being too expensive. The rest of the cast is filled out by Ron, the chief engineer at Wayne Security, Wendy, who hates Emily, and Jackie, Van's secretary. A running subplot in the pilot is a battle between Jack-O-Lantern and Crimson Fox. While these are original characters, there are many references to classic DC characters like the Joker, Superman, and Batman. Wayne Security even created a Joker anti-venom. Even though Bruce and Van are cousins, it doesn't mean they are very close. We see an example of this when Van shows Emily a text exchange between the two. And just when Bruce finally does pick up the phone to call Van, it's to shut down the R&D department. Thanks to some smart thinking from Emily and Jackie, the team is able to come up with a new invention called the Jack Alert, which civilians can use to alert them when a villain is nearby so they don't get caught in the collateral damage of a superhero brawl. This is enough to keep R&D open. Final thoughts. Call me a fan of Powerless. The humor was smart and witty, and having the ability to reference DC lore is an added bonus. The odds of seeing A-list heroes like Batman appear may be slim, but there are hundreds of characters in the DC catalog that have a shot at guest appearance. Plus, with everyone concerned about property damage in superhero fights nowadays, it makes sense to have a television series take this threat head-on. DC also beats Marvel to the punch by coming out with the comedy series first. Easter eggs. One thing that I'm sure will have fans talking is the show's intro. It incorporates classic covers from the rich history of DC Comics. But as we see heroes like Batman, Superman, and Green Lantern on the forefront, it's the background characters in these images that are the main focus. It mirrors the premise of Powerless perfectly. So I mentioned references to DC heroes and villains earlier, but there were others I left out. The R&D department tries to copy the wear bag idea from LexCorp. Teddy tries to summon the hero Shazam. A young Emily appears to see Martian Manhunter fly over her state as a kid. A sign for Black Hawk Airways is shown in a possible reference to the Black Hawk Squadron. And Teddy wants to create windows made out of kryptonite so Superman can't crash into them. But there is the little problem of Superman needing to get through the glass to save people. Perhaps the best Easter egg is a news bulletin that shows Batman catching the Joker using the Jack Alert. After watching, Ron said, "I wish we worked for Batman. I feel he would really get us." To which Emily replied, "Well, maybe someday we will." Is the Wayne Security R&D department really a front to aid Batman by creating his gear? We'll have to wait and see as season 1 of Powerless continues. And to quote the great Van Wayne, "With great power comes living in a taint."